It's time for the big girl to get some more air. What's up, guys? It's D-Max Brax here again. Thank you for stopping in. I want to say if y'all have enjoyed the mini-series, there is a part 3 coming very shortly. I've got it on my computer to edit. Have not done it yet, but I've been a little excited. But if you didn't like the mini-series, if you wanted more Duramax stuff, well, you're in luck today, because today I actually received a package. The UPS man just dropped it off. I've been so excited. It is absolutely disgusting outside, but I don't care. Got a package from these guys. Nice guys up at HSP Diesel in Michigan. I actually talked to their customer service guys some in trying to figure out, because I ordered this package actually from XDP, and the color it's powder coated, the color they didn't have in stock, so they had to order it from HSP. Well, HSP sent it direct to me, and I was trying to get tracking info, talk to their guys. They're real nice. Big shout out to their customer service department. They were real nice talking to me, just made me feel like, you know, they actually wanted to talk and I wasn't bugging them, so that was nice. Alright, so what's in this box? Well, as you can see, it's from HSP. It's 17 pounds. I don't know if you can see that. It's time for the big girl to get some more air. I wish I could afford a different turbo. I don't have a transmission yet, so that ain't gonna happen. This is a cold air intake. Originally I was gonna go with a S&B filters cold air intake. That's what my dad ran on his Dodge. He ran one on his Chevy when he had it, and probably wound up getting one for his Ram. Why didn't I? Well, I don't have anything against SB. In fact, the HSP runs an SB filter, I think. So, at least I think so. That's what I'd seen. So, that's part of the reasons I chose it. For me, it was about a $50 difference, $30, $50 difference, something like that, and I could get it powder coated. So it didn't just look like a black plastic box sticking out under the hood. It's not your average, everyday, basic thing. So that's what I was going for. I wanted something a little more unique. And I'm excited to see how it looks, and I hope it looks good with the truck. I'll give you a hint. Everybody said I should do red because, you know, obviously got the red in the wheels, got the red in the logo. I don't like red. Everybody does red under the hood. I wanted something different. So I chose this color. I hope it looks good. They said it looks sick. The guy that I talked to said it's one of their his favorite colors. Looks sick. So I'm excited to see how this is going to be. And check out HSP. I'm going to put a link in the description. Check them out. They've got some good stuff. Got a lot of stuff if you're looking anything diesel related. Doesn't have to be Duramax. Power Stroke Cummins, they do a lot of stuff. So let's open it up and see how it looks. I don't know if I'm ready for this, honestly. Oh, awesome. I'm going to rock that. First thing out of the box, HSP Diesel sticker. You guys ready for the color? I don't know if I am. I can see it through here, but I don't know if I'm ready for it. Oh man, that looks sick. That's what it is. It's a burnt orange, actually. That is actually a perfect color. Get a little closer. So there it is. HSP. It's a burnt orange. I think it's going to look really, really, really good. So let's hope so. Let me just pull the rest of it out of the box here. Damn, they got it packaged in here really well. One of the things that I was afraid about with ordering a powder coated system like this is, you know, getting powder coat scratches, but if it did, I don't know how. Well, there's the answer right there. SB Filters filter. I'll put a thing up here for them too. Really great. They do a lot of research. They are, in my eyes, they're the best, probably the best on the market. Like I said, if I didn't want the color aspect of it, I would have totally gone with them. Got a nice big boot. That's how big this thing is. Like, I can stick my fist in there. And that's about everything. So let's get it unboxed. It's a lot darker than it looks like it is on online. But wow, this is a cool color. I didn't order the regular orange which is kind of the look I was wanting because it looked so whited out, I guess is the way to put it online. But this is pretty damn good. All right, so let's get to ripping the old one out. All right, so if you guys have had any sort of Duramax any year, it does not matter. You've probably done this before, at least if you work on your vehicle. So I'm just gonna run a quick time lapse. You just take the tubes off, there's nothing to it. Just don't forget to unplug this. It's a little refreshing knowing I'm never gonna have to put that back. Now, if you notice something about my engine bay, this blue pipe is still here. I thought this was a powder coat color I really wanted to go with. After I had it in here and all, it's just not my favorite. It's not a bad color, but it's just not me. I was wanting to go another direction, figuring on orange. It's actually Carrie who talked me into the orange, so thanks, babe. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna change that pipe eventually. I'm not gonna change it now, it's fine, it's working, as long as there's no clearance issues here. But in the future, I plan on doing a Y bridge and everything, so I will end up doing the HSP Y bridge after, you know, once we see how this install goes. If it all fits like I think it will. I mean, that color is badass. I haven't seen another one like it. So, all right, at this point we got the intake out. The next step is take this box out. Now, one thing, HSP did not include any instructions. However, do you need them for this? Maybe, I don't know. Some people probably do. I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave the box in there or take it out. I'm gonna take it out. If it doesn't work, I'll put it back in, but less restriction.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
More airflow, hey, why not? So, just some, looks like 10mm bolts. Yeah, there's just 5 10mm bolts and that comes right out. So, I'm gonna do that real quick. Nothing to it. So, there's what a stock LBZ intake looks like. Kind of unimpressive. Ignore that. That's another project. But that's all it is. Those 3 pieces minus the intake horn, which LBZs have a really good intake horn. So I'm not going to change that. At least not right now. That's a couple $100 to spend on something that's kind of, I don't want to say unnecessary, but not needed. So let's see how this new HSP piece fits in here. Don't want to scratch this. It would help if I put it the right way, you know? Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive these other 2 bolts that aren't required for the intake back in. Sorry, my dogs are nuts. So, if you notice, the new HSP piece only has 3 holes. Is that those 2? And that one. Sorry, something just happened. It does not utilize this hole or this one. So what I'm going to do is, this one I know, at least from looking at it, I'm pretty sure that bolt can go down where the head's not interfering. So I'm going to drive those 2 in there just to keep the bolts. It would help if I went the right way. Now it's important to note there's 2 long bolts and 2 short ones. The long ones go in these 2 holes over here. Or 3 short ones, excuse me, but the 2 long ones go over here. Alright, got those back in. So now let's really put this thing in. Alright, fitment looks pretty good. It sits in there quite nicely, not hitting anything except this AC line. But if you notice, these are slotted holes, all 3 of them, so it has room for adjustment wherever you've got to put it. So that's nice. Now we just got to put the tube in there. Alright, as much as I'd like to say that we're through with the stock intake, not quite yet. We've got to do one thing, and that's get this mass airflow sensor off. Sorry, I was looking at the filter minder. This we are not keeping. So mass airflow sensor comes off. It's going to go in there. Alright, HSP uses their own bolts here. Let me figure out what size those are real quick. Alright, these are a hex setup or a Allen wrench setup. It looks like a number 3, so 3mm or H3. And that's what you get them off with. Yes, I know I'm cheating, but I'm not on the other one. These are a T20. Just unscrew them and transfer it over. Be real careful with it because you don't want to hurt this mass airflow. Like I said, it only goes one way. Put it in the wrong way, the holes don't line up. But if you look here, it's got a flow direction. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's got an arrow pointing this way, and it lines up this way, so I'm gonna put it in there like that. Just seat it real good. And it looks like it is. And we're gonna take that thing down. So this bung for the mass airflow sensor is welded in there. Looks real nice, fits good. There's a little bit of a gap between it, but I don't know if you can see that right in here, but that shouldn't cause an issue. So let's go put this thing on. So here we are. One of the big things that we've got for the system is this giant silicone boot here. We got hose clamps. Not sure, I don't remember if they had an option where you could powder coat them. I don't think so, but gloss black would look really good on this, or something to match that cover. May do that in the future, but for right now, got the HSP Diesel boot here. Definitely gonna put it kind of like that. And go from there. So, let's get her on there. It's a tight fit. But I'm cheap and a cheater, so I'm going to spray a little bit of WD-40 on here. Get that surface all lubed up. Nice and good like. Take it. And voila. And I had it just like I wanted it. I moved it. Now the clips are a 7/16. Just ring. Nothing fancy about these. They are really good ones though, I can tell. Trust me, they got lock nuts on them. These are not cheap ones. So kudos to them for that. Doesn't fit the stock LBZ intake horn well. And power strokes whenever I'm trying to do something. Doesn't fit the stock. Doesn't fit it at all. Okay, there we go. It'll fit, it's just tight. Alright, so don't freak out like I was just doing. And don't go the wrong way.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, that's tight. Now, time for the other one. Don't forget to put this on first. Make your job a lot easier, I promise. Time for this big bad mamma jamma.
She's the bad mamma jamma.
Suppose it just slides right through on that side. And just slides in there. Alright, after a lot of wiggling back and forth, I finally got the air filter on there. I just had to wiggle this part out, wiggle the air filter. It was just a, back and forth with it. So I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry now because as soon as I start having good luck with it, it starts raining. So you'll have to forgive the bad camera editing here. Hoping, yep, same H3 that I used on the mass airflow sensor, which I need to hook back up. So I hope it's in there good and solid now. Intake, I mean, it feels like it. There's 3, is there only 3? Yeah, there's 3 little bolts. Alright, so that's that. Take the cover, just like that. I don't think the fitment issues is their part. I think it's just their problem, their fault, I mean. I think it's just getting it to fit is, like I said, it's like a dance. It's just you got to go back and forth and find out what works. It's a little frustrating, a little aggravating. You got what, $300–400 on the line. you know, thinking back and forth, wondering if it's gonna fit or not. And, oh, it's sliding, sorry. Thinking whether or not your money was well spent on a product or if I should have bought something else. Well, yeah, it's stressful, I'm not gonna lie, but you just have to have some patience with it. It will fit. Just something you expect, especially from metal fabrication. And that's it, she's in. Well, that was a pain, but well worth it, I hope. Looks good, that's for sure. All right, with that, it's in, and that's it. HSP cold air intake for the LBZ Duramax. This is the burnt orange color. Looks really good. It actually does good with that blue, but that's gonna be changing hopefully soon, but probably not. It's gonna be a while. So that's it. Well, without further ado, let's start this old girl up and see what she sounds like with it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not disappointed with the intake. I want to make that perfectly clear. Yeah, I had my difficulties with it. Like I said, it's a metal fabricated part. It does not give. The only adjustments you have are those 3 bolts in the box, and then the boot. That's the only 2 adjustments you have. I will say a bead roll would have made it nicer. One day down the road, if I have a bead roller somewhere, I may just put it in, you know, just put a bead roll on it and make my life a lot easier. So HSP, if you by some miracle watch this, definitely would suggest doing that. It would make it would just make it a lot better. It'd seal it better, and you wouldn't have some of the difficulty that I did. The color looks great. It's a lot darker than I thought it was online, that burnt orange, but it's a badass looking color. I think it accents the truck pretty well. Mine's a Silver Birch Metallic. I wanted a brighter orange, but like I said, I'm not disappointed with the color. In fact, I think I may like it even more, so I was pleased with that. It is a great looking color. There's no doubt there. The accent color, the HSP in the lid looks great. Everything fit together pretty well, so no complaints there. The mass airflow went in good. No check engine lights yet, but I'll keep you updated on it. So if you like this, getting back to the Duramax content, if you like it, please like and subscribe. HSP, if you want to sponsor a video, I'd be more than happy to. It's not sponsored. I paid for this with my own money. So, you know, it is my choice here. I wanted an airbox and I like the color, so anyway, there'll be more to come. Trying to finish up the electrical work, but the rain's going to stop me here, plus it's getting dark. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. There'll definitely be a lot more coming on this truck. So look forward to the next mini video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So big thanks to HSP. Check them out on Instagram. I'll put it right up here, also in the description. And we'll catch you guys later. So until then.